It may not look like it, but ballerinas are actually masters of physics. It helps them dance.
Let's talk about how the ballerina doesn't topple over when she spins. This has to do with her center of gravity. The center of gravity is the point where the distribution of weight is equal in all directions. The perpendicular from the center of gravity to the ground is known as the line of gravity. It is around this line where gravity appears to act when she spins. So in order to not topple over, she must ensure that her line of gravity coincides with her axis of rotation.
Now let's talk about how ballerinas seem to spin like a top. Firstly, she generates torque.
Torque is just the rotational equivalent of force.
This gives her a certain angular momentum which quickly depletes due to friction. Thus, she needs to generate more torque. But how does she do that? Presenting the pirouette. A pirouette in general is a rotation where the dancer supports herself on one leg while the other leg is in releve position. Any pirouette must commence with some form of preparation position followed by a torque exerted against the floor. The torque of the floor against the dancer causes angular acceleration that produces turning motion.
In order to make the steps more seamless, the dancer must reduce the times they gain torque.
This is done by decreasing rotational inertia. Rotational inertia is the body's resistance to rotational motion, and it is directly proportional to the perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. Angular momentum is always conserved, therefore L must always equal I omega. Here we can see that inertia and angular velocity are inversely related.
Thus, by increasing the perpendicular distance from the rotational axis, she can increase her inertia, decrease her angular velocity, and vice versa. This helps her control her angular velocity through her arms and legs. A good ballerina has a thorough understanding of these concepts and can use physics to their advantage. Now do you understand what I meant when I said ballerinas are also masters of physics?